Crimechurch, Chong section, Chapter 2, Chongyboy invented crime. I drive my mum to the University of Canterbury, winding my way through 5k speed humps and green hills and willow trees till I find this mint parking spot right outside Condliffe Memorial Lecture Theatre. There's one thing Chong's good at, it's driving and parking. Shit, that was half my work when I was still prospecting for the epitaphs. Well, I'm still hoping I might finish my qual someday, move up from a prospect to something else. You know, the taffs, they were sort of disorganised like I guess like a bunch of bees after you have boulders at their hive, but they still got us to do tons of driving. Drive us to the piss shop prospect, drive off real quick after we jump this Mungu Kaha prospect, drive right at them gates of the Vikings so we can finish them off prospect, use this polisher prospect on the clubhouse floor so it looks mint when Auckland comes to visit prospect. Yeah, fucking prospect this, prospect that. God, I was a mean driver. Real good reflexes. Chong could do no wrong. That should have been my nickname. Chongy, you coming? Mum was halfway out of the car already, pushing her fancy handbag all the way up her shoulder. Rarest handbag in Christchurch. Scored it from this rich lady's place, and it had a business card in it saying Dame Jenny Shipley, and I left the card in it when I gave it to Mama, so Mama would feel like she had big shot political connects. Anyway, Mama's real into hobnobbing with hard outs, and it's good that she's such a civilian, because, well, you know, the good thing about knowing a civilian is I can stash tear gas and pepper spray under her floorboards. If she finds my stash, I'll just say I'm holding it for a friend. Mama believes anything I tell her. She thinks that Chongyboy is a cheeky monkey instead of a killer gorilla. As a probation screw, Mama's not too bad at getting bad boys onto courses to get their tickets to work in the mines, but she doesn't know shit about my generation's sucky-ass wages. Doesn't even know most average people have to have 3 identities and 3 addresses to make their dole payout enough. Anyway, like I said, total straight-o. She doesn't even drive through orange lights, Mama. Mum got off an air Tonga flight from Nuku'alofa 30 years ago, and she's never been on the dole once, no matter how desperate she got. Even when Dad got sick and had to stop work. You know, because I beat his ass down. Ake vave, tamasi'i, she tells me. Hurry, you bum boy. Graduation's starting. Come in, Mama. You haven't been here before, have you, Chongy? Smashing the captain of the varsity rugby team's head into the bar of the fucking Foundry pub. Jacking the Chancellor's Merc. Getting smashed by the Barry boys in the Inter-Prison League tournament on that field over there where one of my teeth is still stamped into the soil like a dinosaur fossil. Mama, yeah, I guess I have been here once or twice, like, you know, not to school or nothing. I do a stiff-legged strut into the auditorium. The building's floors sparkle. The windows are like 10 metres tall. The curtains reach into space. Places like Star Wars or something in here, man. So this university theatre fucking auditorium-y bit, it's an octagon with rows of posh seats with black vinyl, polished wood, red seat cushions, curtains that go all the way to the ceiling. Everyone in the theatre's a pussy. Suits, dresses, sparkly earrings, shiny black shoes. I could stand over these rich cunts and make $100,000 in half an hour, I'm telling you. So Mama tries to waddle right into the middle for a mint view of her kids graduating. I try to sit away a little bit, close to the fire exit, in case somebody starts a stampede. Could be me that starts the fucking stampede. Mama unwraps the tissue from the coconut bread in her purse, and she makes me eat a hunk, and she whispers in my ear about all her boys graduating today. By boys, she means the Claw and Martungi twins. Yeah, them overachievers from Saints. Small world. Mama's always looking after young'uns. So these boys have had 6 weary years going from the boys' home to tech to uni. You know, getting out of the gang thanks to Mama's help. Big Mama Chong, tahine Bethany Tongane vai to the feds. She always has a couple of probation boys that she cares about more than the others. She'll do anything to get the boys onto a course and steer them away from the streets. Like, you know, she'll sit down with their mums for a cup of tea, or she'll help them with their paperwork so they can get their wheels, trucks and rollers endorsement on their frickin' license. And She even found this one Maori kid's whakapapa for him and worked out which marae he was supposed to belong to, and she drove him there on a Saturday, and she didn't even get paid for all that shit. Fucking Kailo and my Tangi twins, though, they gotta watch that they don't suck up all my mama's generousness. They keep turning to her from the line of faggots waiting in front of the stage to graduate. They keep waving at her, and she waves back, crumbs of coconut bread spilling from her lips. She munches contently, like she's watching a movie. Me, Chongy, I stretch my tuxedo, looking around the theatre for people to fuck or fight. It's always one or the other in my fucking world. I'll catch the eye of some fucking coconut who's giving me a look as if to say, "You're not as true blood as me." Then I'll follow him to his car, get his license plate, get his address from the post shop the next day, stomp him in his own house if I have to. If no hard cunts want to stare down, the other reason to eyeball a room is so I can lock eyes with some nervous little sliver of snatch, and we'll get to making love pretty soon. Yeah, ladies cannot resist. Chongy gives off like a pheromones or whatever you call it. And there's this little chickie pie, Mona. She makes fudge with green in it, for example. Yeah, that little lady. I straight up walked into her house and let my chest touch hers, and she couldn't resist, bro. Chong with the dong all night long. Anyway, the lights go down and the stage begins glowing and the ceremony starting, and there's some words projected on the screen, and the words go, "What's your calling?" Which is a good question. Chong's got to figure that out. Definitely I don't want to be a prospect or a probie forever. So, while the old, white, pedo-looking chancellor cunt mangles his Maori mihi, I look around for entertainment. I catch the eye of this suited-up white boy in the audience with big crusader's muscles on his shoulders. I mouth over to him, "Fuck you, faggot!" And he stops looking pleased at the speech and he tips his head away. Yeah, too right, white boy. Avert your eyes from the almighty. So after some more Maori stuff, some kapahaka, some speeches, and a blessing by old Kaumatua with a conch shell on a stick, the certificates and the clapping begins, and I'm yawning, and I'm trying to make my arms fold across my chest, but I think I've been bench pressing a bit too hard because my arms fucking hardly even lock together anymore. Fuck, man, I've got to stop being so stacked. I lean over and I tell Mama I'm going out for a ciggy. She doesn't even hear me. She's hypnotised, fanning her face with the program, eyeballs wet because she's too concentrated to remember to blink, gushing at her boys, the Kaloamatangi twins, as they get ready to graduate, standing in line, shuffling forwards in their black fucking curtains or whatever the hell you call those capes around their shoulders. So in the lobby outside the theatre, the sound is all lost and it's just me out there with my boots clonking on the polished marble floor. Artwork around here, the height of the ceiling, the 2-story panes of glass in the windows. It's like nothing I ever seen before, bro. There are sculptures just sitting right there on pedestals, not even glass cases around them. Anyone could rip off this place. I walk around looking for something valuable that'll fit under my tux jacket. I get captivated by this grey, blue and red print of cops kicking the shit out of some American blacks. It's up there on the wall. This immaculate little number with a river of black hair appears beside me and begins a conversation about the piece. The girl's got to be 17 years old, max. Pussy in its fucking prime. "That's an original Warhol," the girl says, blinking behind her nerd glasses. "It's remarkable, wouldn't you agree?" I give her a quick fuck or fight scan. Yep, she's black and beautiful. Skin the colour of Coca-Cola, big wide brown eyes, thick dark lips, straight hair combed down to her hard little tits, and a V-neck shirt under denim overalls that, like a little innocent girl who doesn't have a lot of money. Don't worry, girl. Chongy lays and pays. Warhol? I ask her. Yeah, looks like a Warhol too fucking right. That nigger on the ground ought to get up and stomp the shit out of those dirty fucking pig shits, bunch of tough cunts. Warhol, not Warhol. Andy Warhol's the artist. Aren't you kind of young to be studying here? I'm doing a bridge course. Her fingers fiddle nervously. I picture this bitch putting a shiny apple on the teacher's desk and all that shit. I'm kind of ahead of my year. They let me do a paper on pop art. So this one is called Birmingham Race Riot 1964, this one. Riot, yeah. Naughty little niglets getting up to no good. No, look closely. The Caucasian police are the ones running riot. So this piece captures the irony of 1960s Alabama politics perfectly. Do you see? A police officer is setting a dog on an unarmed Christian minister. That is the riot. It's the authorities that are rioting. What you do is you get them by the ears and you flip them over and crush their nuts, I explained to her. That's how you kill a dog in a fight. Well, that's how I do it anyway. Chicky Pie is speechless for a second before she responds. This is going to sound funny. Look, my name is Anushka and I'm actually doing like a Crim 101 bridge paper with Professor Greg Newbold. You might have heard of him. Yeah, Newbold's solid. Pig-hated to the grave. He used to buy smack off these fucking epitaph boys I do a bit of work for. Look, this is sort of awkward. Don't be offended, but you're not here graduating today, I'm just guessing. She brushes her hair behind her ears. I can't get over how little body fat she's got. Her spindly legs are like spaghetti, her knees twisting together as she tries to contain her wet pussy. She's nibbling her lips between sentences too. Listen, I've got to go and watch my sister graduate, but do you think I could interview you sometime? I mean, that is if you have any opinions for my research project, like about crime and stuff. I lean the old boombox beside her ear and I tell her through my chipped gold teeth, Chongyboy invented crime, girly girl. So you're talking to the right man. Oh my god, thank you. She shakes my heavy calloused hand, struggling to lift it away from her body. If I could just have just 1 hour to interview you? Let's go have us a chat right now. In here. I tilt my head towards this handicapped toilet. Inside, it's about 2 minutes before she's let me lick the clothes off her and she's saying something about moving remarkably fast. And I tell her to say, stop if you don't want it. When the cleaner interrupts us, tries to call security. Cleaner's a big boy with teardrop tats under his eye. Perfect, my favourite. When he interrupts us, that's when I get my fuck and my fight. So Chongy's a happy man today. I also get the last bit of coconut bread as I tiptoed back down the dark stairs and slide in beside Mama, who's waving to her boys, striding across the stage in their black gowns. Sorry, Mama. Got caught up networking. What did I miss?